It's a magic pot. The woman put the uba in the pot and surprisingly, the uba kept on multiplying. Noticing that this pot multiplied things, she put some money in it and kept multiplying. Many years ago, a milkman found a pot by accident while digging a well. He thought it was just a normal container, so he cleaned it up and used it to hold milk. After a while, when he looked up, he was shocked to see that milk was pouring out from the pot non-stop. The milkman, noticing how amazing this magic pot was, came up with an idea to get rich. He kept on putting milk into the pots and selling. Soon he was very rich. Thieves quickly noticed how rich the milkman was, and two of them broke into his villa at night. They found the pot and thought it was made of gold, so they planned and stole it. As they were leaving, security guards saw them and chased them to a bridge, where one of the thieves dropped the magic pot into the river and it went downstream. As the magic pot vanished into the river, the current swept it away to an unexpected location. One day, a fish seller named Ngozi, who would frequently stand knee-deep in the water, gathering fresh fish for sale, came across the magic pot. She mistook the pot for a discarded piece of rubbish, so she believed it would be good for storing her daily catch. After cleaning it, Ngozi placed a few fish inside, only to discover to her surprise that the fish multiplied, filling the pot to the brim with the freshest fish she'd ever seen. Ngozi recognized the pot's magical potential and began selling her unlimited supply of fish, swiftly acquiring fortune and becoming the talk of the town. However, Ngozi's success drew the wrong type of attention, a jealous rival who sold spices and envying Ngozi's successful business, conspired to take the magic pot for himself. He crept into Ngozi's home at night, snatching the pot with the skill of a seasoned criminal. However, in his rush to leave, he collided with a table, knocking out a lantern. The place eventually caught fire, alerting the neighbors and Ngozi. The spy salesman escaped, but in his haste, he bumped into a stray dog, dropping the pot. It rolled and crashed down a hill and into a nearby stream. A few days later, an old woman picked up the magic pot by the river. The next morning, she filled it with okpa and went to sell the okpa in the market. She was surprised to find that the pot was still full of okpa after selling so many of it. It was at this point that she realized the power of the pot. Then she thought of making money. As she put some money into the magic pot, and it made lots of money. Excited, she decided to hide the pot so that the pot doesn't get stolen. She buried it near a cow for the meantime. Then she goes to the bank to deposit the money. But she is caught and given 30 years in jail because all the money she copied from the pot had the same number, making the money counterfeit. Every day in jail, the old woman is picked on, and this time, Amaka, a new inmate, sees the mean girl beat up and bully the old woman, but she saves the old woman. After Amaka's kindness, the woman was very grateful and wanted to return the favor. The woman tells Amaka and her sister Uju the magic pot secret as a way of saying thank you. Soon after being released from prison, Amaka and Uju set out to find the miraculous pot. They examined the woman's residence and soon discovered that the pot has been moved to the farm of one of the village's wealthy residents. They came up with a plan to gain access to the rich man's farm. So the two sisters act as veterinarians and arrived at the farm where the magic pot was hidden, claiming they are there to vaccinate the cattle. But the gatekeeper wants them to leave because the insane pink-horned bull has already attacked a lot of people. Knowing that the magic pot is buried near the cow's shit, the sisters cannot simply give up. The two sisters are gently approaching the bull when the farm's boss returns, and they discover that the boss is someone they know. It turns out that the sisters are con women. A few days ago, they scammed the boss and stripped him naked, forcing him to walk home in a grass skirt. Seeing the enemy right in front of him, the boss quickly orders his men to surround them. Amaka hurriedly enters a nearby car with Uju closely behind. Together, they force the door open and make their escape. Although their initial attempt fails, Amaka quickly devises a new plan. Aware that the farm is recruiting, she persuades Musa, a homeless man, to work undercover there. The following morning, Musa presents himself at the farm for a job and is promptly hired by the boss. One night, Musa goes to the cattle range to find the pot. He kept on searching and searching until suddenly he seemed to have found something. He picks it up, thinking it's the item they are looking for, but it turns out to be a rock. At this point, Amaka notices a container on the side with water constantly flowing out of it. Yes, it is the magic pot. Musa picks up the pot and is about to throw the magic pot to Amaka. But what he doesn't know is that a snake has already crawled into the pot. The snake crawls out and in fear, Musa runs and throws the pot. Amaka is terrified by the snake and screams out loud. The noise attracts the attention of the boss, who shoots at them with a pistol, and Amaka and Musa retreat. Seeing how badly they wanted the pot, the boss realizes that the pot might be special. He gets everyone together to look at the pot, but they still can't figure out what's so special about it. All of a sudden, a truck rushes through the wall. It sees Amaka back to rob the pot. The boss is very confused. Since he already knows that the pot is not made of gold, he asks Amaka, what's so special about it? Amaka tells him that he will soon see how powerful the pot is. At that very moment, the boss's gun falls into the pot by chance, and Amaka's driver takes the pot. As soon as Amaka gets the gun, she fires 2 shots at the ground to warn the boss. The boss laughs because he knows the gun only has 2 shots. Amaka finds it funny that the gun only has 2 bullets. She then starts pulling guns out of the pot one by one, which scares everyone. There, they understood the pot's magic. It can make an endless number of copies of anything. She and her sister quickly get in a car and drive off with the pot. But since the boss already knows how powerful the pot is, he won't let them take it away. He then sent a lot of people to go after Amaka. And to make matters worse, their car gets stuck in the mud, forcing them to get out of the car. Amaka takes out a stick and starts fighting. Soon, everyone on a bridge around them saw that they had no way out. So they jumped into the river and went downstream until they reached the shore. Good thing Amaka's foot is hooked on the magic pot. She was able to get away from the man and run off with the pot. Amaka and her sister now own the pot, and soon they will have a lot of money thanks to the magic pot. They kept the promise they made to the old lady and spent most of their money on charity. This is the end of the story. This story teaches us that greed can lead to downfall, as the pursuit of wealth without considering the consequences can result in loss and misfortune. Also, we learned that true power lies not in material possession, but in using resources wisely and for the greater good. As seen through the sisters' commitment to philanthropy, despite possessing the magical pot. If you had a magical pot like the one in the story, what would you do with it? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. We will see you in our next story. Bye.